Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. How are you guys doing this fine, beautiful day? Not doing too bad myself. Just decided that I wanted to build Santa Claus's apartment. So in my mind, I see Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus like before they got their home in the North Pole, like when they first got married. They lived in an apartment. And so I figured that this apartment would be perfect for them because it's small. I know originally it's a 2-bedroom apartment, but I turned it into a 1-bedroom. Um, oh my gosh, that stove color is so beautiful. I wanted to find a fridge for it, but I obviously didn't. So anyway, this is in the eco lifestyle apartment. Obviously, you can see it's Pinecrest Apartments number C2, I think is what it says up there. I can see Pinecrest Apartments, but I can't see the rest. So I figured that what I would do is do an apartment that was Christmas color themed. So red and green. So most of the stuff that I try to find is all red and green, and I go into the holiday pack, which is free to download, and I use a lot of stuff from that and seasons. There is no CC in this apartment at all. I realized right here that I wanted to have a Christmas tree and the dining seating area right outside. So I figured, okay, I gotta figure out a place to put that stuff. So I do clutter this apartment up a lot because I figured Mrs. Claus is going to be like knitting and things like that. So she would have a lot of decor pieces that she would bring with her. I do find a bunch of lights and things that I was going to put up in all these windows. First, it's this banner, then it ends up being multicolored lights, and then I end up changing it to the snowflake lights. So you can see here, I'm just kind of going through and picking out everything red and green as much as I can. That you guys see is not going to remain that way. I promise it is going to, there's going to end up, that closet's going to be removed. But you guys will see that later on. So I wanted to know how everybody's Christmas shopping is coming along. Are they getting everything have you guys finished all your shopping? Have you guys completed everything that you needed to do? I know I've ordered some things off of Amazon for my kids, and let's just say that it says that they handed it to us, but they actually did not. And it's not something cheap either, so I've got to see if I can search all that down. There's lots of things that change in this kitchen. There's lots of things that I was like, okay, so that I'm just going to pull everything out that I can possibly use, and then we'll see what I can do. There's lots of things that do end up getting deleted because we need to make sure that we have space for everything. And yeah, so this is where you can see that I'm changing the window lights to the snowflake lights. Now, I love this color swatch of the Machino couch. I thought it looked so Christmassy. I do not end up keeping it because I figured it was a little bit too nice and too modern because this is supposed to be Santa's apartment when he first starts out. So you'll notice that the walls, there are a few decorations, but I did not go overboard. And I know the apartment that I live in, the walls are white, and I did want to kind of keep it that way for this apartment so as not to overdo it. I mean, I tried to get a little bit, I guess, but I didn't want to overdo it. So, um, so I saw these and I thought, you know what? This is actually something that I've done on our banisters. Um, is add some candles and some of those, and rather than um, get the ones that already were done, decided that I was going to make them myself. So I did. Well, I do end up going back and fixing. There's lots of things here that end up getting changed. Like I don't keep the books or the uh, bread box that you see there. I just thought that that looked like maybe one of Santa's helpers, one of the elves or something. So I thought he was really super cute. So I do end up keeping him there. Um, I also changed those pots to a different one, as you guys will soon find out. I figured Santa would have cookies, you guys. He would definitely have cookies. Um, I did put this little CC cookie jar up there, but I do end up taking it out because I do not. I wanted this to where there would be no CC and you guys could download it very easily. I could have done some platforms, but I wanted it to be able, so if you guys wanted to create Santa Claus and them, I might end up creating them myself and putting them in here to live. I don't know, to me it just sounds like something that would give Santa someplace to stay temporarily until his workshop is done. This is just when Santa first starts out. Um, so I hope everyone is doing as fantastic as I am. Um, I am doing a little bit better with my mental health. I'm trying my best to go shopping, and it's just been kind of hard with my kids not being here and my grandma being gone, and it's hard. It really is hard. But I am pushing through as much as I can. So, um, it's not something to take lightly. The holidays can be hard for some people. So, just remember that. And actually, my husband's stepdad, that he went fishing with a lot growing up, passed away yesterday. So, that's it's been kind of hard on him as well. So just remember, guys, don't take mental health very lightly because you never know when somebody is going through something. So just remember to always spread joy and love to everybody because you just might make a difference. Um, so I do, as you can see, I'm kind of adjusting those. I am trying to figure out where I'm going to put the doors and what doors I'm going to use. Right here, though, I'm looking for the little chalkboard. You know, the Santa's chalkboard that has like a bunch of stuff on it. And when I finally found it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to put it everywhere. I want it everywhere. So I put it everywhere. Um, I'm just trying to decorate the living room a little bit and um, kind of the walk entryway. I was going to use that from Snowy Escape, but I ended up changing my mind and figuring out that the one with the jackets looked a little bit better. Um, so I'm trying to figure out some things to put on the walls just because I don't want them to look so plain. And see, as you can see right here, I debate and debate and debate on what I'm going to do with that room. And finally, I decide I do want it right there, just so that I can put a dresser in that little nook and cranny. Um, so I was trying to find a green and red toilet. So I kind of decided that the toilet, the sink, and the shower were going to be green, and all the accents were going to be red. So that's what we're going to do. I also noticed that on the side of this little sink that there is a towel. So I thought, cool, that makes it easier. And then if you see that towel that's hanging on the wall right there, the red one, I actually thought that that looked like Santa's pants. Very Christmassy. This is also where I decided that I wanted to put a little holder, which I don't go with this one. I end up going with the white one right there. I kind of decide on colors later, but it does end up being that one. I do end up deleting those as well because it's kind of distracting. But I knew that Mrs. Claus would have a washer and dryer and definitely wash their clothes. Definitely. Especially Santa's suit. He's going to need it washed and taken care of. So that's the bathroom done. I haven't quite decided what I was going to do with the cards that are right there, but I end up putting them in a bookcase. I do love this bed. It is an unlockable bed, and I saw little Simsy use it. She used it in the yellow swatch, and I decided that I wanted to use it for Santa because I figure he would have a red one. I kind of go through the lights here just to kind of think, wow, these are so awesome. Look at how cute these are. This is also when I decided that I wanted to use this Christmas tree. Now you can see that there's some dog food. You are correcto. Santa and Mrs. Claus are going to have a puppy, a dog. Now I'm not sure what kind of dog they're going to have. I'm thinking maybe like a mixed breed. Not quite sure 100%. But I figured that they would have a dog to start out with. Now this I am so excited about. I did not like any of the mirrors and how they looked. So I end up putting that back there in the brown swatch to make it look more like a mirror headboard type thing. And I really like how that came out. I thought it just looked elegant. It looked like something that maybe Mrs. Claus brought in or something. And then I liked the lights that I hung there. So I'm kind of going through trying to figure out the lights that I'm going to be putting around. I end up going with that one, and I think it's an unlockable, and I really liked it. Now, I was having a little bit of trouble with that light, I think, because when I would leave, all of the soap and stuff would end up in the inventory, like her household inventory, and I could not figure out why. I thought it was stupid. Like, why is it doing this to me? Why? So I go through a few lights that are red, and I end up going for some that are base game. They're the ones that there's 3 in a row. I did want to go for that one, but I didn't really like the way it looked, so I do end up going with those red ones there. I thought that they kind of matched perfect. I was trying to figure out what to do with those bags of dog food, and I thought, you know what, we'll just put it under the dresser. I think that's a perfect spot to put it. And right next to the garbage can is actually where I put the dog bowl. I was going through this because I was like, okay, I want a little coffee table. So I was going through all these end tables and I debated on using a poof or just keeping the one that I have. And I do decide to just keep the one that I have because all of the ones just don't look good with it. And there's not the right amount of colors for the poofs or anything. So I'm like, you know what? As disappointing as it is, I'm just going to keep this little end table or that coffee table. It'll be fine. Now this is where I decide, okay, am I going to use the green swatch or the red swatch? Green or red, green or red, green or red. And I end up deciding to go for the red swatch because that's kind of what everything is. And then I was going to have most of the decorations be green. So that's what we end up doing. I did want to give her some sort of flower, but in the end, I do end up deleting it because I don't like any of them that I see. I was trying to find one that kind of looked like a poinsettia, because poinsettia is kind of a Christmas type flower, which, if you guys didn't know, if you guys have cats or dogs, make sure that they do not eat the poinsettia flowers because it will kill them. So just keep that in mind. Your furry friends, they smell sweet to the animals, and so you definitely want to remember that, so they don't end up eating them and getting violently sick. So I decided that I wanted to put these little, I shrunk them down as small as they would go to put up on the dresser. And then I do end up putting a Christmas tree up here. I just wasn't sure if I was going to use the same one as the coffee table or what I was going to use. I wasn't 100% sure. But I do end up using the first one that I was going to use, not that one, but the other Christmas tree that I had in there at first. And so, yeah, that is the one that I end up using, and I shrink it down, and I love the way that it looks on here. I do believe that Santa and Mrs. Claus would have a Christmas tree in there. I do end up using this little nutcracker. Um, he just is going to be in the kitchen, and so that's what I end up doing. So this is where I just searched up seasons, and because I was trying to find the tree. I was like, where is this tree? It's irritating. So I did find the tree. I did end up putting it down, and I love the way that their dresser looks. I just think it is so pretty, and it matches the decor pieces that are around. I just really, really liked it. So I was pretty happy with the way everything turned out. Um, I do end up. What am I looking for right here? I don't. Oh, that's right. I was looking for the women perfume set thing. And so I end up using this one. It's in the green swatch, which is white. Did I miss a Kleenex box in the tree? I'm just noticing that right now. Um, anyway, this is Mrs. Claus's uh, end table, or not end table, but the bedside table. And I do end up putting a small thing of books here for Santa to read. And of course, I figured that he would, maybe one of those tubes helps his beard grow. You don't want to like Nair, but opposite. Um, so I do end up not putting anything up on those. I don't think I try to make it to where something would fit up there Christmassy. Um, I kind of switch around with the nutcracker a little bit and then those little candles, and I don't end up using them, I don't believe. I even thought, oh, maybe the cards would look okay up here, but because there's three of them and they just look weird, and I was like, no, I'm not liking the way this is. I know I need a bookcase, so maybe I'll just hold off and put them on the bookcase. So I do end up keeping them there for just a minute, but not very long. I end up putting them on the bookcase, which you will see here in a minute, which came with Eco Lifestyle. Now, guys, I do not remember what the name of the town is for Eco Lifestyle, because I actually haven't played in it yet. So if you guys are interested in seeing an LP for me to be able to play through that, of course I'm going to. If you guys would be interested in it, I definitely want to do it. So please, please, please comment down below and let me know. Um, Now I'm not sure if you guys knew, in my last video of the 100 Baby Challenge, there actually is a petition going around that I'm trying to make go around. Some wonderful angels, they're called Anna's Angels, they put together a petition to turn into the courts to dispute what CYFD is doing and to try and have my case dismissed, because I have completed everything that they wanted me to do. And so they created this petition. Now I am 11 signatures away from having my case dismissed, you guys. 11. And I am so ecstatic that it has come so far. It's only been created, I think, for like a week, maybe. And so, if I can get 500 signatures, they will go to the courts here and request that the case be dismissed, which the case will be dismissed. So, if you guys have not signed it yet, I will link it down below this video as well. Please, please, please sign it. And if you want to even put a little comment down below, you definitely can, of the petition. That would be wonderful. You guys, please help me out. Help my kids come home. Because that's really the ultimate Christmas gift, to have your kids come home for Christmas. Well, obviously it wouldn't be for Christmas, but if you guys could help me out, that would be so wonderful, to be able to have my kids come home. That'd be the ultimate New Year's. Anyway, back to the build. As you can see, I'm almost finished up here. I'm just kind of putting a few things up on this bookshelf, like I said, or this shelf. If you guys see the little toy chest that's underneath it, I actually put that there because I thought it would just be perfect. That Santa would have some extra toys, maybe that didn't quite go according to plan or whatever, that he would bring them home and try to fix them himself or something. Maybe those are just some leftover toys. Maybe it's toys, I don't know, that kids have left for him to fix. I mean, who knows? So, that's why that's there. So as you can see, I'm kind of glancing around. I'm like, okay, the walls are a little bit empty. And that's when I was like, oh yeah, food dish. So they do have a dog. Whatever kind of dog you guys think Santa would have, maybe like a little yip yip Pomeranian or a poodle, whatever you guys decide. Now the bathroom walls, I do end up changing the tile that's in there. But as you see, I put down the walls and I was like, oh, that's so annoying. I hate that when you put walls down, how things don't like disappear or they don't blend in. So I do try to make it to where it happens like that. So I'm trying to fix the floor. So at first I was like, oh, this one looks good. I'll stick with this one. I do end up changing it, as well as the bathroom. The bathroom is going to be that same one, but it's going to be in red. So Here I'm just kind of going through figuring out what tile would look good in the kitchen that wouldn't be like too much of a pop. So I keep it this for about a split second, and then I do end up changing it. I put some green carpet in the bedroom because I figured Santa would have carpet. Um, I'm trying to see which one I end up going with. I kind of go with that one for a second, and then I'm like, I'm going to go with the eco lifestyle. So that's the one I do end up leaving in there. I go for a darker homey swatch, but not in a black. I'm trying to spot the one that I leave it. It's not that one. That one's too red. I kind of leave it that color for a little bit, but I think I might end up changing it. I might not. Um, Now with the backsplash that's in the kitchen, I saw that there was wood um below. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna see if I can find the same wood colors below. So that's what I end up doing. As you can see, this is the red, and then I remembered that it had a matching thing, so I did change it to red. So there you see those ended up in the inventory again. They will end up in the inventory one more time before this is done. I'm not sure why. So anyway, I do try to find some wood tones that would look good for the bedroom and living room slash kitchen. I try a bunch of different ones that have the wood paneling on half the wall, but I do decide to go for just this white just because I think that it just works for me. It's not too bright or anything. I end up deleting the extra lights so that nothing is like so far erratic. See, there they are again. Not sure why. Hopefully they're there if you do decide to download this house. I thought maybe it was the light at first, so I changed it to that one. And then I end up using that light there. But we are coming to the end, so if you like this and want to download it, it is on the gallery under the hashtag SimLifeYT. If you guys like what you see, definitely hit the subscribe button and notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Merry Christmas. Namaste.